much. Another big story we're following this afternoon. Videos on TikTok warning students about potential school shootings tomorrow are now going viral. Police and school districts across the state have been responding to this all day long. It's important to know that right now police say there's no indication there's any truth to the warnings online, but these videos obviously have been spreading, and it's possible your child may see them and maybe be a little concerned about it. I think a lot of people are. Here right now to talk more about it and how to approach the topic with your family is Dr. Saunders, a psychologist at the Institute of Living. Dr. Saunders, good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
You know, it's sad that here we are with the situation. It's sad. It's also stressful, I think, to the students in school who maybe are afraid to go tomorrow, and their parents who maybe don't want to send them but aren't sure what to do. What do you recommend they say to each other at a time like this?
Okay, so first and foremost, children take their emotional lead from the adults around them. So as adults, as parents, as teachers, as caregivers, we need to present as calm a perspective and voice as we can. So because if we're highly anxious or we're excessively worried, that will get really projected onto our children. What we know is that authorities are looking into things, that there is time to research these things and get a sense of what is and isn't true. It's just very unfortunate that, you know, we're already in a stressful time with this global pandemic and with a new variant coming out and the holidays coming up and kids being off of school. So there's a lot going on. So as much as possible, focus on what you do and do not have control over, okay? We do have control over making good decisions in our own homes, keeping our children safe. Schools do their best to keep children safe. So focus on what you do and do not have control over, and be careful not to project anxiety onto your children.
So I have to ask, I don't know if there's a right answer or a wrong answer to this, but should, you know, if kids don't want to go to school tomorrow, should parents make them? If the parents are struggling, I mean, is it something that everyone needs to decide on their own what they feel is appropriate?
Well, ultimately that becomes everyone's decision, but hands down, children belong in school. And as much as we can get them into school and keep them into school, that is where they thrive. The routine and the structure and the consistency that school provides is absolutely the best place for them, because if they stay home, what are they going to do? They're not going to have any structure to their day. That means parents might have to take off, or if they're already stay-at-home parents, they're going to have to, you know, kind of fill their kid's day. There's already going to be an extended winter break. So unless there is an extreme or dire circumstance or information that leads you to believe that there's an extreme or dire circumstance, the best place for our children are in school.
Well, before we let you go, Dr. Saunders, you know, is there anything anybody can do to maybe ease some of the anxiety? Obviously, this is supposed to be a wonderful time of year. We're a week away from Christmas. It's about family and friends and all that stuff. And here we are still dealing with, like you said, this new variant, these TikTok situations or online threats. What can people do? Can we do anything together to maybe pause and kind of regroup?
Well, I think this is the time where, you know, we look to our family or our friends or neighbors and focus on what we have control over, focus on doing something kind, make a connection with someone, do things that soothe our soul. And it's overwhelming if we focus on all the negative things that are going on. And I don't want to be necessarily, overly optimistic, but focus on each day what you have control over. Be kind to the people around you. Try your best to help out those around you, and let's keep our kids in school.
Yeah, very, very good advice, Dr. Saunders. Always good to see you. We appreciate your time this afternoon. Have a nice holiday if we don't see you again.
Same to you. Take care, Mark.
Thank you.